Mm-mm. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my little afternoon live stream at the ocean. My God, I spent the whole day out here because Doggy needed to get his hair cut. If Doggy comes into the area, I'll show you his new do. He's all puffy and whatnot. We had a lady come to our driveway. You bring the dog out to the van, and they do everything right in your driveway, which is pretty fucking cool. But he's not happy with me because he's all poofy and smells good. He's like, "What the hell did you do to me?" So he's a bit in shock. But yeah, right on, man. It's Friday. Let's do an afternoon live stream. Let's say hi to Jackson. What's up, Jackson? How are you? William Rogers. Hey, nice. What's going on, William? Good to see you, brother. Mason in Portland, a.k.a. Portland Shane Gillis. What's going on, Mason? How are you, man? Chris Cooper checking in. Who else we got? We got a Dabble story, and it looks like, is this stream for me? I'm Dabble. I think so. I don't know much about the Dabbleverse if you want to know the truth, but we're doing a little dabble today. I think if we could set up the technology properly. Sending stars motivates Opie to continue live streaming daily. That is the truth. Send your stars. Hit the damn like. Maybe throw me a super chat. I mean, the dog's haircut cost over $250. Why is it that the dog's haircut costs more than mine? That's ridiculous. What's up, Nick? Twice in one day, Nick Umrican. How are you, brother? I met Nick yesterday for the first time when I was getting my Christmas tree with Matt, the owner of Get Parts. We went and saw Scott Watson from, the private Facebook group, and he's also a subscriber to my Instagram, Opie Radio. We got a chat that's open 24/7, and Scott said, "Come on up and get a tree, Ope. Don't spend $250 to $300 on a Christmas tree." So finally, after him saying this for like 3 or 4 years, went up there yesterday and got a tree with Matt. We got 2 trees. They would have gave them to us for free, but in the end, I gave them $100 for 2 trees. I mean, they put it right in their pocket, man. They were happy. We were happy. Then we went to the Elks Club and had some beers with a whole bunch of dudes, whole bunch of old dudes. I looked at Matt at one point and go, "Wow, this hang is really, really cool. You know what would make it better? Chicks." But besides that, you know the Elks Club, they don't let the ladies in there, so the guys could kind of like do their thing. But it was quite the day trip yesterday with my friend Matt, the owner of Get Parts. So and long story short, I met Nick for the first time, so it was really, really good to meet Nick. And then go get your Christmas tree. I'm not getting much for this. They got a nice farm. It's called Davis, I think, Davis Farms up there in what's the town again? Oh my God, I forgot the name of the town again. It's like a half hour to 40 minutes outside New York City. Let me look up Scott Watson's DM here. I forgot the name of the town, man, because I never heard of this town in all my years. Hold on. Yeah, I can't find it because I can't refresh my phone right now for whatever reason. Oh, that's why, because I'm outside 5 feet from my router, so that's no bueno. So I can't. Scott, are you in the room? I want to give the plug, but I forgot what town. Oh wait, I might have it here. All right, Congers, New York is where I got my Christmas tree. 306 Route 304, right across the street from a quarry that gives the area an earthquake every day around noon. That's what I learned yesterday getting my Christmas tree. Oh my God! But Nick, it was a pleasure to meet you, and like I told you in person, thanks for everything you have done for me in a whole bunch of years. All right, Sean McGill, how are you? We got Brian Bernard out here on Long Island. What's up, Brian? I hope you had a great week. We got okay. We said hi to you, didn't we? Dabble Storian, I think we did. Worldwide Ghosts. Hey there, Opster. How are you? I'm good, man. I'm tired because yesterday, right around now, me and Matt took off from Get Parts. We drove 45 minutes. We got 2 Christmas trees. We went to another place called the Saloon. It was a bar that pretty much started during the Civil War because we got there early, so we had a beer there. Then we met Scott Watson, got our trees, learned about the quarry and the earthquakes. And then Scott's like, do you mind? You want to have a beer at my Elks Club? And I said, hell yeah, Scott Watson, I want that. But honestly, I didn't want to drive in traffic, so I said, Matt, why don't we go have a beer? Why am I so honest? But honestly, in the end, we had a really, really good time. Everyone at the Elks Club was very, very cool. And then I drove home. I had to bring my 9 to 10 foot Christmas tree in the elevator of my building, get it upstairs, set it up all nice. And then I grabbed Doggy around, I don't know, 10 o'clock last night and drove out here so he could get his hair cut. Very, very busy. For someone that's like technically not working, I seem to be very busy all the time. Good to see everyone. Hell yeah, worldwide. Hell yeah. Doggy's on the couch. He might come out. I'll try. But he's not happy with me. And they put a bandana on him. I'm not one of those dog owners where I put bandanas on my doggy. So there you go. Sup, Hope. Here comes the rain. I know, man. Actually, it looks pretty light in the distance. So I think I might be good for an hour before the rain comes in. We'll see. On a few cold ones. All right, no cold ones for me, man. I got a nice cup of coffee. I was John's co-host, and I don't like him going after you, Spuds Buckley. I'm doing something very unusual today. I might be entering the dabbleverse for, I'm going to stick my feet in it. I think I might jump in the dabble pool today. And then I think I got to kind of get out of the dabble pool and then move on. But Stuttering John out of nowhere went after me. And someone said he was just praising you 2 days ago. And now he's trashing you because of a video I posted. I think you know all this by now. If you don't, the drama's on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. Just look for the last couple videos that I posted. It's front and center for the most part. All right. Chris Tartaglia, what's up, Hope? On in the morning and the evening. Nice. Real nice. Yes. A special afternoon live stream. I want to start live streaming in the afternoon again because I'm way more awake. Was just listening to Rolling Stones Sway. Well, damn, bro. Me and you, bro. We got to Spotify our asses off. I like you went a little deep with your Rolling Stones. Nice. Very nice. Me and music, it's like, you got all the hits. Then you got the deep tracks. I like living in between. I like living with the songs from these bands we know and love that the songs weren't good enough to get heavy airplay on rock radio, but and I know that they're amazing songs. Think Alabama song by the Doors, okay? What's up, Lewis? How are you? You got Yvonne McMillan saying bye. All right. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Dog has a little more hair than you, Hope. Just a little more. The dog has a lot more hair than me. I got one of the shortest haircuts ever. I don't know. I think my barber was taking it out on Palestine or something. He might go that way. Next thing you know, I'm in his chair. I've been going to this guy. I actually like him a lot. He gives me really good haircuts, but this one's a bit on the short side. He's right next to Gephardt's, and he was distracted by the news as he's doing one of these. He's looking up at the TV. He's doing one of these, and next thing you know, I'm like, oh my God, it's all right. It'll grow back, right? Did you see anyone driving a Subaru with the Christmas tree on top? You know what, Vegas? Me and you, brother. Me and you with the linger longer. Bravo. The time Patrice had someone knock on his window and basically say it's cold out here. When Patrice was at a rest area, just getting a couple Z's in. And then he looked and the guy had a Christmas tree. Was it on a Subaru? It was on a Subaru, right? All right. Jason Elliott, how are you? Afternoon to you. Is Sadist here today? I hope so. Dr. Davies Farm in Congress, New York. Okay. Those guys hooked me up and they're really, really nice people. They don't need me to promote their crap. They were telling me their operation at this farm and the apple picking is off the hook. They got a heated tent. They got ciders and beers, craft beers and food trucks and bands. But I think this time of year, they're only doing the weekend thing. Maybe maybe tomorrow. But man, was it fun. And man, was it good. Really good. I want to stop by Gephardt's on one of your Tuesday shows. Well, are you part of the private Facebook group? Right now, we're only letting the people from the private Facebook group or my Instagram subscriptions or if I just flat out know you. We're keeping it very, very small right now. Not that if I opened it up, it would be like, a mob scene. I'll say it before you say it, but we're kind of controlling it for now as we try to figure out our shit. Because I kind of like the Tuesdays at Get Parts. I'm really, really digging it. What about you going? Hey, Doug. What about you going apple picking on a Sunday and missing the Jets game years ago? Oh my God, you remember that? And I don't think it was. It wasn't with my wife and kids. This was like pre-wife and kids, so I had no business being in an apple orchard. And that's when I was a big Jets fan, and I had to miss a Jets game to like go and pick apples. My wife would never make me do that. Never. Oh, we got Rosalind checking in. What's up, Sarah? How are you? Good to see you. All right. What else we got going on? Nice fella for giving you 2 trees for $100. They would have took nothing. And the trees are really, really nice. You're very fuzzy. Maybe clean your camera lens. You know what, bro? I asked you guys. You don't help me out. I got another camera, but I didn't like how it. I didn't like how it was setting up today, so I went with the MacBook camera. And the Windex is not cleaning the lens anymore. There is a grime, a smear, because we all close our MacBook just like that. So over the years, it's a really, really bad smear that I can't clean off. So it's giving me a fuzzy video. Which, you know what? Not gonna lie. Up in years, I don't mind a little fuzzy filter. But if someone could seriously tell me how I could get rid of this like it looks like a grease smear. It looks like Windex should just, wipe that clean in a second. But I've tried, and I've tried other stuff. There's got to be a special solution that will clean the glass of my MacBook and get my camera crystal clear again. But I usually use this camera. But with the lighting outside, with the clouds and stuff, I was more or less in a silhouette. So I had no choice but to go with this camera. Sorry. What's up, Paul Spinella? Your camera's blurry. I'm sorry. Beer and tree buying. Is there anything better than that? Is there anything better than that? You drink coffee all day? Oh, no. Now, this is a rare afternoon cup of coffee because I got to probably going to drive back to the city with the dog. Probably. But my brother's coming over. He's hanging out here for a few days. So I might see him. Maybe get a bite, and I might be going back late tonight, so I figured I would start firing up the caffeine so I can make the ride home. Because I'm tired. But no, I don't drink coffee all day. I slam coffee in the morning. I could get a quick 3 or 4 cups in within an hour, and then I'm good for the day. So there you go on that. I miss Carl. Well, who doesn't miss Carl? Dwight, who doesn't? Hit the like, by the way. I would greatly appreciate that. That would help the cause. Okay, some likes would be nice. Maybe check out my second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. I just dropped episode 7, and people are starting to dig my second podcast. Their numbers are steadily growing week after week. Nothing to brag about. I can't even give you the number because it's not. You would just laugh at it. I get it, but I'm seeing every week it's going like this. So look for it. Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. 7 episodes. And if you're a fan of mine, supporter, I don't like saying fan anymore. If you're a supporter and you appreciate the live streams and whatnot, do me a favor. Subscribe to Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Download some episodes. Push play, walk away. I don't even need it. I don't even need you to actually listen. I don't care. I just want to see the numbers go up. And then I can make a few bucks. Wish we were back at Beantown. Damn, Joe Power. We might be taking a little trip to Beantown in the very, very near future. So if I do that, I'll try to peel away. Maybe run into some old people up there, some old friends. Did you go early to get a few viewers? Kirkland Red 100s. No, man. I think I'm hooking up with Shuli today. I think we're trying to like simulcast our live streams. Talk about the Stuttering John, the Stuttering John nonsense. and then and then I'll tap out and let them do their thing. But I just went on early to make sure I'm all set up, all nice out here, all nice. But no, man. Hopefully it'll work out. I'm looking at my phone to make sure there's no issues. So, what's up, Cool Boy 52? Good to see you. Dirty Delish. Good afternoon. What's up, Dirty Delish? Supports what I do. I don't support what I haven't clicked on any of your stuff. I hear it's pretty wild, but I have never clicked on any of your stuff. Sorry, Dirty Delish, but thanks for being here today. What else is going on? Hey, Andy Vollen, how are you? Is Ron the Waiter going to be a regular now? Does he have a Twitter account? Hey, Ted E. Wow, that means you're watching the Tuesdays at Get Parts. Ron the Waiter is definitely getting the job done for my new concept, Tuesdays at Get Parts, with Matt and my friends. Going to try to open it up to other people. So I got supposedly an old comedy friend of mine coming on the next one, but we'll have to wait and see. Don't want to promote it because I want to make sure the guy shows up. And Ron the Waiter, he's a guy that we met at Pete's Tavern when me and Carl were doing Facebook pop-ups before I started the Opie radio podcast, my original podcast. I got 2 podcasts now. It gets confusing, I know. And Ron just crushed it as our waiter. And we kept in touch over the years. I had him on here and there, nothing crazy. But with the Tuesdays at Get Parts, he seems to really fit in with everything. So, yeah, I guess he is becoming a regular. Creepy cold guy. What is creepy cold guy? I'm not actually cold. I hope you're not talking about me. It's actually not too bad. I got a little windbreaker on, but it's not too shabby. What else we got? I got a job selling Christmas trees last year, but it was too cold in the van. Oh, damn, you did the van thing? Those Canadian guys, and they got some gals. They got the Canadian accent. They're fooling everybody in New York City. It took many years for me to figure it all out. At first, you think these, college kids or kids just out of college in their mid-20s. They're like, you know what? We're going to bring Christmas trees from Canada down to New York City and make a killing. And then they sleep in a van, no joke, for like a month straight. There's 2 guys per stand. There's a stand on almost every other block in New York City, and they all have vans. And they take shifts. So one guy sleeps while the other guy works and vice versa. And then they shut down their Christmas tree stand for the night. Then they go to all the local bars and they pick up the chicks, bring them back to the van. I mean, they got such the racket. But what I learned only recently is they're just making like tips and whatever their wage is, and it's actually giant corporations that are putting the Canadian people on the streets of New York to make it look like it's a mom and pop thing. It's not. It absolutely is not. Is Get Parts in Brooklyn? No, it is not, Ted E. Matt's got one on the Upper West Side, 72nd Street, and he also has one on 45th Street between 8th and 9th. That one is really hip. I don't get to the one on 45th often, but it's a really, really good vibe down there. Welcome to the dabbleverse, Ope. What's up, SM? How are you? The internet never forgets Opie. I hope that's good. I hope it's good. I don't do private groups. I get it. It's all right. I understand that. No problem. Your teeth are dry. I don't know what that means, Steve. But thank you. Opie, you're missing out on dollars not getting involved with the douche John. You need some idiots on your show. What? What are you talking about, Jason Elliott? I don't want to really live in the drama. I know coming from me, you're like, what are you talking? I know. But if you've been paying attention, especially with the Tuesdays at Get Parts thing, we're moving further and further away from the drama. But unfortunately, the drama is selling these days. I know. I see what some of these live streamers are making. It's pretty crazy. Hey, this is a Clear Channel iHeart radio commercial. Hey, everyone, remember me? This is Opie. I don't know what that means, Steve Sapp. I was never on iHeartRadio. I think my podcast is on iHeartRadio right now, but everyone's podcast is on everything. So it's nothing to brag about. You're not into fraternities, Jackson? I was in a fraternity. I had a love-hate relationship with the fraternity. Met a whole bunch of really, really nice people, but also didn't like being part of a group. I always wanted to be an individual. So that was a bit of an issue when I was in a fraternity, but it didn't hurt on a Friday night. You're like, what are we going to do this Friday night? I don't know. Should we go? And then all of a sudden they're like, what do you mean? What are we doing? The Phi Lambs are coming to the house. We would have house parties with sororities. It was insane. Absolutely insane. That part didn't suck. Addicted to super chats, $2. Opie, what do you think of Chad getting swatted? I don't know that Chad got swatted. I don't know what's going on out there, but it seems to be getting uglier and uglier by the day. I think nothing of that, if you want to know the truth. You know, there's some people out there playing some hardball. They're playing some hardball with each other. You want to paint my bar? I don't want to paint your bar. No. Brennan's watching you. Good for Brennan. DMing me on Twitter, getting mad because I'm going to go on Shuli's show. Why are you mad? Why are you always mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And why are you DMing me? Why? Brock Lee, thanks for the $5. Pathetic, Hope, that you're trying to cash in on Stuttering John. Am I? Or am I doing a quick little thing today? Because out of nowhere, Stuttering John trashed me, and I'm very, very confused by the whole thing. And out of everybody out there, I figured Shuli was the best to talk to about this because I guess, you know, they obsess about the Stuttering John over there. And then because I decided to do Shuli, now Kevin Brennan's mad at me. Be mad. What did I do to you? And I don't know if I'm going to cash in, Broccoli. I made $5. I will get 2 extra downloads for my second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits. I will get 5 extra downloads for my regular podcast, Opie Radio, and I might get 10 to 20 extra views on my YouTube. Trust me, I'm not going to be cashing in on this. You know, I'll tell you the truth, and I don't even know if it's happening, to be honest with you. Maybe there's a technical issue. Who knows? But I'll tell you the truth. Brock, I will just ask, and I will tell you. I find the whole Stuttering John thing incredibly fascinating, that there's a whole, like, cottage industry around Stuttering John. And I kept out of it, you know, and then people were trying to associate me with Stuttering John. The fact is, we were acquaintances. I can't even call him a friend. We never hung out socially, but the guy never did anything to me. I never did anything to him. He went on my podcast a couple times and he gave me some really, really good stuff. And that was it. And then he has been trying to get me on his podcast forever. Like most of the people out there, you know, as much as they trash me, they're all sending me links all the time. And, you know, I chose not to because I don't really want to. I in general don't want to, you know, dip into this stuff too much. And then I hear, you know, he's praising me. And then like 2 days later, he trashes me because he misunderstood something I posted about Artie Lang. Artie Lang was talking about Howard Stern and how Howard Stern is the greatest the greatest to ever do radio. Excuse me. But, and then he went off on Howard about how much he has changed. And then he referred to Stuttering John, how Stuttering John must be going nuts. This was a few years ago, obviously, so you got to keep that in mind. And Howard Stern was a judge on America's Got Talent, and he's kissing the ass of a comedian that wasn't even funny at all, that stuttered. So then Artie was like, man, you know, Stuttering John must be losing his mind over this because Howard never gave Stuttering John the respect he deserved for the stuff he did on the Howard Stern show. Whether you like him or hate him, I mean, you know, Stuttering John had a pretty damn good run on the Howard Stern show. So I guess the only mistake I made was saying something like Artie Lang takes a hilarious shot at Stuttering John, which he did. It was funny. But you could also tell that there was love there, and he was sticking up for Stuttering John. And then Stuttering John, I guess he's lazy or something. He doesn't even click on the video. He starts trashing me and does a whole thing, I guess, on his live stream. And to be honest with you, I didn't click on it. I don't know anything about it. A couple of my people that kind of watch out for me out there that kind of gave me some bullet points. I'm like, what is he doing? If you would have clicked on the video and watched it, none of this would have happened. So now I'm kind of curious about the whole Stuttering John thing, and I want to talk to Shuli about it because, you know, he seems to have some knowledge on it. And I want to ask him, you know, some of the history of this whole thing. Where did it start? Did those guys actually get along on Howard Stern's show? When did it go bad? All that stuff. All that stuff. You going to address Shuli calling you a scumbag on Anthony's show? Yeah, I'll ask him about that. I don't. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Disco Bob. Yeah, I will ask him that. I absolutely will ask him that. Yeah, I just answered you. Are you spamming me? You don't spam me. Goodbye. Opie, wave to Kevin Brennan. Kevin is very upset. Kevin, you're very upset. Don't make believe you're not upset. You're very upset. And you know why I'm mad at you too. You do, right? You do know why I'm mad at you, right? As you've been sending me the link to be on your thing over and over and over again, and then you were doing some stuff behind the scenes that I didn't like. And I know you're mad, so stop making believe you're not mad. Who cares if I'm talking to Shuli? What does it matter? What does it matter? Thanks for the $1.99, you cheap F. Holy crap. Can I get a real super? Thank you, a real super chat. Your Uncle Stokes, $10. Don't get close to the water. If a shark eats you, what will your fans do? Man, that is a good question. That is a good question. They would probably celebrate. Stupid sharks. You know, we've had a lot of little shark attacks, you know, here on Long Island, and now I'm scared of sharks for the first time in my stupid life. I was never scared of sharks. Never. And I go out in the water. I used to swim in that ocean. I would go at least a quarter mile out, at least. Just swim, not a worry in the world, on my back, looking at the stupid clouds. Oh, that one looks like a giraffe. And I'm like in 50, 60 feet of water easily. Not even a worry about a shark or anything else. And now these shark attacks on Long Island the last 2 or 3 summers. Now I'm scared. Now I'm up to my waist and I'm looking for shadows in the water. I was never that guy. I was brought up on Long Island around water my entire life. And now there's whales too. Stupid whales just come up out of nowhere. But thank you, your Uncle Stokes, for a real super chat. I appreciate it. 5 things? I don't want 5 things. Thank you, Al Ray, I guess. Now I need a calculator to figure out your 5 things. What is this, like $1.82? Why date strippers? They're experts at handling cash, just like me after every paycheck, except they make it rain and I make it drizzle. Well, look at you, Al Ray. Very nice. Am I skipping the super chats? I'll skip the super chats for a little while. If you had something in the chat, though, you know, unlike other shows where they force you to, you know, Kevin, they force you to give money to read their crap. I don't do that. I will do a few, but I also will read people's comments that aren't giving me their hard-earned fivers. One Furious F. Opie, has it occurred to you that Brennan wants to repay the favor for you breaking him in on your show? Kevin Brennan knows that I fucking know how to do this. Cheers. And he knows if we teamed up, we would just crush it. But he's got to change his tune a little bit because I'm not going to turn this on every day and do the hate thing. I don't want to do that. Oh, I'll dip in and I'm damn good at it, but I don't want to do that. Oh, look at this. A real super chat at $9.99. I'll send you $100 if you blow off Shuli and that stupid show. All right. All right, give me the 100. 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 What's up, Chip Chipperson? You stink. You always stunk. You and your stupid, lazy character. Super happy fun chatter with the $2. So sad. Stuttering John lives in the past, right? Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna. I'm laughing today because it's ridiculous that he went after me out of nowhere. And for me as a content provider, I'm like, I think it'd be interesting to talk to Shuli about it. Absolutely. See where it all started, where it's going. Do they ever get along on the Howard Stern show? All that. I actually want to get into it instead of, spend this as a beat 'em up session, because I'm very, very confused by the whole thing. But man, he really turned on me. I was a guy that was like staying out of it. Everyone was trying to drag me in. I'm like, nah. And even the dumb people that don't think for themselves that were trying to attach me to Stuttering John. I'm like, no. He's never done anything to me. And then he completely turns on me. Oh my God, over nothing. It's out there. That's the beauty of the whole thing. The evidence is out there. All you have to do is click on the video and go, oh my God, you didn't do anything to this guy. Tommy 7 names with the 999. I know you don't want Ron the waiter to be on KB's show, but can Kevin at least have Ron's false teeth for a few minutes? Yeah, that's why Kevin, you're sneaky, bro. You're sneaky. See, now I could say it. Like behind my back, Kevin was trying to get Ron the waiter on his live stream, and Ron goes, I go, Ron, you do what you want, but he's playing some dirty ass bullshit game behind the scenes. You're sneaky, Kevin. You're sneaky. You didn't give a crap about Ron the waiter, but you're watching my Tuesdays at Get Parts. You know the damn thing is working. You know the guy's pretty entertaining and off his rocker, and now you're like, oh, I'm going to try to get him on my thing. Oh, I know you are from a big family, but were you the number one son? I was. I don't know if you're like, I mean, it's probably a story because no one wants to hear my nonsense today. It's probably a story for my regular live stream, which I do pretty much every morning. But my mom put the pressure on me and basically would tell me I was her favorite. And that put a lot of pressure on me because she wasn't my favorite. She wasn't my favorite. But I worked hard. I brought a lot of money into the family, and paid for a lot of crap. She put a lot of pressure on me. That's a conversation for another day. Hey, Kevin, look. People don't have to give me money so I can show them attention. Look at this. Look, free. Sharks will F you up, yo. YouTube user, free. Opie, will you be making an appearance on Catalano TV? I don't know what that means. Free. Get effing life, Ope, you sad bastard. Oh, damn, Marina. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shuli literally watches clips of John for years on, and he's you if you weren't successful. Teddy, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You're not going on Shuli's show. Maybe I'm not because I don't really see anything happen, which is fine. Do you collect anything? Wine, sneakers, cigars? Probably none of those. But what do you like to splash your cash on? I like to splash my cash on the city taxes that is weighing heavily on my damn body. That's what I like to do with my money. Pay down the stupid city taxes. All right, I'll go to one super chat. Unlike other people, they don't even acknowledge you unless you throw money at them. I do both. Ted E, $1.99. $1.99. Shuli is you minus all the success you had in radio. Shuli, let me try to break this down for your lousy $1.99 with YouTube taking 30%. Shuli is you. Okay, me and Shuli are twins, let's say. All minus all the success you had in radio. Is that good? Is that good? I don't even know if that's good. What's up, Christian? How are you? Good to see you. I'll take another $1.99. Shuli owes Ray DeVito $8.50 for 3 shows. I don't know who the Ray DeVito guy is. I don't know why people obsess about Ray DeVito. The name comes up on my crap. I don't know anything about him. Is he a comedian? What is he? What is he? Look at this, Kevin Brennan, if you're still watching. Free! Free! I acknowledge free also. If you want to get into it and learn about it, MLC would be a far better place. All right. Send me the link. I'll go on your show then. I don't give a crap. I'll go on anyone's show today. I mean, I'll just put the link in the chat room, and then you guys could just pop on this thing with me. Opie used to love Jimmy's characters except Paul. Why the fakeness? That's not true. I liked a few of his characters, and I liked them in small doses. But over the years, they took over everything, and it drove me nuts because I knew we could do a better show than having Jimmy like throw his stupid, especially Chip Chipperson character into everything. So it changed. You know, as a human being, you could change, right? There was a time I liked his characters, and I liked how he used them, and it was definitely helpful for the Opie and Anthony show. But then it turned into a whole thing. We would have huge A-list celebrities getting into some decent conversation, and he would shove his dumb Chipperson, crap into the conversation. And it was annoying. The only one that was entertained by that was him and a handful of people out there. Even his friends hated it, but they didn't have the balls to tell Jimmy. They never had the balls, but behind his back, they were all talking about him and his whacked out character and how he might have multiple personalities. I personally don't know that for sure, but they were saying it behind your back, Jimmy. Yo, did you make your nut for the month yet? KB makes more in one day than you do in a whole year, you hack. Damn, you got me. Bro. This is my response, bro. Kevin has to put a backdrop up because I think he live streams from the top of his stairs or something, bro. Now what you got? What you got? Kevin has to put up a divider. He does his live stream on the top of stairs. Are you kidding me? If he's making that much money, maybe he should spice up his set a little bit. Mr. Panhandler with the $5. Brandon's such a hack. He only cares about super chats. Well, I mean, I think he obsesses about super chats, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't blame him. He's making stupid money with the super chats. Look, I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of all of it. And Kevin is definitely talented, and he definitely found a cottage industry. You know, he was like kissing Kumia's ass, getting nowhere, finally had it. It went out on his own, and guess what? Made something of himself, and now he's making stupid money. So you got to give that to him, all right? Just go on MLC, bust balls, have some fun. All right. Ray DeVito. Uh-oh. Vaping Dago just gave me, that's not $100. That's $99.99. That's $99.99. That's not $100. So technically I could still go on Shuli's show. The deal this guy made was that he would give me $100 not to go on Shuli's show. That's $99.99. Oh, Shuli. I want to go on Shuli right now and really piss this guy off because the deal was $100, not $99.99. Oh, that would make me, dude, that would make my entire weekend. It would make my year. If Shuli pops on, and if he pops on in my green room and I click him on right now because you only gave me $99.99 and the deal was $100. Oh, would that make my year? Look at that, Kevin. Free. Look at the free. Look at these people getting to, be part of this for free. What's up, hacks? Free. Go on MLC now. All right. Is this real money coming in? Because I don't know it. I really don't know how this works. Are these fake super chats? Here's $200 to not go on Shuli. Could someone, if this is real money, you got a deal. Because honestly, all this doesn't matter to me anyway. It doesn't matter to me anyway. And honestly, Shuli had a half hour to get me on, so I wouldn't even feel guilty. If someone could verify that this is real money, I will not go on Shuli. We can't let Kevin Brennan win. I'm not in competition with Kevin. I'm fascinated by Kevin. I wish I used him more on my old radio show. He was good. Matter of fact, he's got 2 or 3 clips on the latest episode of my second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. It's a fast-moving clip show that's really, really good. I got 7 episodes. And on the latest episode, episode 7, Kevin Brennan's on it. And he's good. He's very good. It's the time he made fun of Jerry Cooney, and Jerry Cooney gave him a nice shot. But he had the balls. He had the balls to get into, Jerry Cooney's face. But I'm not competing with Kevin Brennan. I'm not competing with Stuttering John. I'm not competing with Shuli or anybody else. I'm just trying to do my own thing, and I dip in and out of this stuff, have some fun with it. The thing I really want to develop is my Tuesdays at Get Parts, if you want to know the truth. And we're getting there. I hope they're waiting for you. Go. No, they're not. No, man. I'm waiting for them. But I think then you should ask Shuli why he continued to crap on you with Anthony. Shuli is garbage. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these guys felt like they had to, crap on me to get into Anthony's good graces. I wonder if Kevin Brennan did that when he was lapping Kumia's ass. Did you, trash me, Kevin? Did ya? Were you trashing me to get in his good graces? And then he was only giving you, $50 an episode? And then you said F this and you went on your own and, you made something of yourself. So congratulations on that. My God. KB is buying Opie away. He might be. Yeah, he actually might be. Big fan, Opie. I hate that KB. He always trashes the anti-vaxxers and voted for China, Joe Biden's brother. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Tampa Terry. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. I'll do a couple super chats, but my live stream is about being with the people and not forcing them to give me money to acknowledge them and give them attention. Speaking of Shuli Raymond, you look constipated. You should take Phillips milk of magnesia. I don't know what that means. Stuttering John is no match for you, Destroyer. I'm not in a match with Stuttering John. I'm out of the Stuttering John business. I never really was in it, but oh my God, it's crazy. Do I even have the clip? I'll show you guys the clip. Let me show you the clip. So this is the clip that Stuttering John got all bent out of shape. Okay, you got to bear with me because the clip is all right. Hold on, Shuli.
What are you doing? Get over here.
Huh?
Get over here on the show. What are you doing?
I gave you guys the link to come over here.
It doesn't work like that. We can't just pick up a show and come over to your channel. We can, if you come in, we can stream it on your channel at the same time.
Did you crap on me to Anthony Cumia?
Did I crap on you to Anthony Cumia?
Yeah.
I don't believe I did. I usually talk about John when I'm on there.
People were saying that you were crapping on me.
All right. Do they have an example, or is this like a Stuttering John impression you're doing? We go, I heard
I'm not doing a Stuttering John impression.
You sound very much like him just now.
What are you doing? Kick from studio. Goodbye. Rick from New York, $4.99. Opie, they're literally waiting for you. You are standing them up. They sent you the link. You replied to the email. You have the link. No, that's not the deal I made. I could even show. Let's see. Hey, Joe, I am a one-man machine today, so it would be easier to email you my live stream link, and you guys can figure it out on your end, running around with my dog for the next hour or so. Joe said, sure, if you create the broadcast and send me the stream, that's all you need to do. So I did that. And then Shuli made the mistake of saying that I'm sounding like Stuttering John. I'm not playing the garbage game. There's a whole bunch of people saying that you trashed me to Anthony. So I asked you about it. And all you had to say was, I don't think so. But then to say you're starting to sound like Stuttering John, that's not going to fly with me. I'm sorry. Super happy, fun chatter, $2. Opie, big fan. Can you tell a long, boring story? Yeah, probably. I usually do on my regular live stream. Sick burn, bro. Sick burn. Kevin has turned into an ego. Wow. Okay. All right. Opie, it's about time you buried Stuttering John. I'm announcing I'm out of the Stuttering John business. And then why was Shuli giving that weird attitude? Like we were going back and forth all day, and then he has to pull the "you're sounding like Stuttering John" crap. What is he doing? That's not the guy I was talking all day today. Oh, could we get a sample of your handwriting with a Sharpie on computer paper? How was your Florida trip? I don't know what that means, sir. Is that an inside joke on something? I don't know what that means. Why are you talking so much? Slow it down. I talk so much because I'm a one-man band here, brother. I don't got anybody else. And the guy, I'm a man of my word. So the guy said he would give me $200 not to go on Shuli. So I think I gotta not do it today now. Sorry. I honestly, it just pissed me off. Like quickly trying to say I'm sounding like Stuttering John. How is that gonna? In what world is that gonna work? I asked you a simple question because people were saying that you're in tight with Anthony, and people said you crapped on me to Anthony. So I just asked you about it. That's all. Why does that make me sound like Stuttering John? Opie, did you see Blind Mike defend you on his show, Blind Mike Pod, this past Sunday? I don't click on any of this stuff, but I did hear that he yes, I did hear that. Yes, I did. Chip is Opie, right? Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. Hey, what's up, John Courts? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. KB live streams from his mom's basement. Well, the guy, look, Kevin, if Kevin's still watching this, he's got to laugh at that. You got one of your guys making fun of me because you're crushing it in super chats, and all I had to do was this. All I had to do was go, well, what about this? You set up one of those like one of those changing fold out things so people don't see the stairs behind you. You have to laugh at that one. I hope you are. Maybe you're not. I don't know. I'm not scared to go on MLC. I'm not scared. Look, I'll send Shuli. What? For real, dude? Why would you say you're sounding like Stuttering John? You wanted me to come on and talk about Stuttering John. And then people got to me and said, hey, just want to let you know that he's said this to Anthony. So I was asking you. All you had to say was it's not true or whatever. You're sounding like. All right. Let me hold on. There you go, Kevin. You got the link. Kevin's got the link. That the Shuli thing just now is really weird, to be honest with you. I think I pushed him into a corner because maybe he knows he was talking shit to Anthony about me. And if he wasn't, all right, then that's all. It was a simple question. You're not going to get on my good side by going, yeah, starting to sound like Stuttering John. You're starting to sound like. How is that going to work? Keep my name out of your mouth. No problem. Thanks for the $2 and no problem on that. Hey, what are the best pair of boots for cake stomping? What's got you laughing? All right, you know what? That's kind of funny. I kind of like Merrell's for that. They're a good walking shoe for New York City. I kind of like the Merrell's. So I hope I answered your question. Total. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, man. 118 viewers, all because of MLC. This is about what I get. Maybe a little higher. I'm seeing 155 between Facebook and YouTube. 100. It just went up to 160. I usually am around 110, 120. That's it. That's all I can expect from this these days, which is fine. Damn, Opie pushed out. Are you that scared of a goof like Stuttering John? Well, I didn't. First of all, I told them I had to send them the link, and then I would click on them here, and they agreed to that. Okay. And then a guy gave me two guys gave me like a couple $100 to not go on the show. I kind of agreed to that. And then Shuli did pop on to say, "Where are you?" And I tried to explain to him that's not how we're going to set this up. And then I asked him about the Anthony thing. And then the guy had to say, "You're sounding like Stuttering John." That's not going to fly with me. Dude, I've been doing this a long time. If I put you in a weird situation, fine. Let's talk our way out of it. You know, I got good sources on the talking, crap to Anthony about me thing. Maybe it's not true, though. I wanted to give you that chance. Totally agree with you. KB is old and played out and creepily keeps talking about nuts. Would love to see you back at the radio again. I didn't say any of that. Gustav. Hi, Kevin.
Opie,
how are you?
Come on our show. It's better. This is I can't. It's hard for me to do because I don't run it. Adam runs it. So you come on my show. It's easier.
Wait. You're not on your own live stream right now?
No, I'm on yours, but I'm still on mine. But I'm on my phone.
But why can't we do the? Why can't we do it at the same time?
Yeah, we are. We just come on our link, and then Adam can run it through ours, and it'll be better than this way. You already made your money. What do you care?
I did make money, and some idiot gave me money to not go on Shuli, and then Shuli played some weird game with me just now.
I know, we're watching. It's fantastic, but it's easier.
Dude, your backdrop. Are you covering upstairs? I always wanted to know. What are you covering up?
You think I have a fucking duplex? What are you, high?
Well, what's the thing in the background?
It's just a thing, so you can't. There's a closet behind it.
Aren't you making good money now?
Yeah, but not that good.
Well, why don't you set up a better set?
I'm gonna have to move to set up a better set. So all things in due time. But why
did you get mad that I was going on Shuli? Why? Explain that.
Because he's a dirty creep, and like they said in the super chat, he's best friends with Carl, who just trolled you this week on Who Are These Podcasts, and he's best friends with Kumia, and he talks some shit about you, and now all of a sudden he wants you to be his pal because you both have a problem with Stuttering John. Shuli's literally a snake. You did a great job by just asking him right off the bat, and he started lying. What do you mean? You're like Stuttering John now? Are you imagining
that really pissed me off because he was nice all day, and I heard he was trashing me to Anthony, and me asking that question doesn't mean I'm sounding like Stuttering John. That's ridiculous.
No, because he was like, "Oh, you're paranoid, Opie." Of course, I wasn't shitting on you.
Why wouldn't I be paranoid? Every one of you fuckers talked bad about me to Anthony. Did you? Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. At least you're honest.
I did a whole episode with Kumia. When you said you didn't think you'd recognize Kumia if you ran into him, and we talked about that.
Wait, did I actually say that?
Yeah, you said there was a clip of you on your show saying, if I ran into Anthony right now, I don't even think I'd recognize him.
Well, I'm going to be totally honest. That's just stupid.
Yeah, so we
that's
ran
stupid.
with it.
I have to,
with it, as Chad would say.
I would have to admit that's stupid. So you had every right to. How are you, brother?
I saw it when I did Kumia's show. I brought it up. We watched you talk about it, and then Kumia was like going like, you said we were never really friends, maybe a little bit in Boston, and Kumia was like, me and Opie were like besties.
No, that's not true, Kevin.
No, he said you guys would go to movies together with your wives and your girlfriends. He said you were watching that Clint Eastwood Meryl Streep movie. And he said you guys were howling at how stupid it was. And
yeah, we certainly had moments where we really did get along. And in the early days, because I was miserable with a girl and he was married and he was miserable, we bonded over that. But when we moved to New York, things dramatically changed. Unfortunately,
Because you got more successful and then more
right.
people.
And to be honest, even though we didn't get along, we did have our moments from time to time, and maybe I should bring up more of those, of course. But I would never consider him a friend after we moved to New York. God, no. God,
Yeah, but then there's more people involved. You guys are both back where you grew up. There's old friends, and everybody wants to get involved. You guys became huge. Of course, when you get huge, there's problems. Look at the Beatles. I mean, look at any group
of
band that
course.
becomes big. All the outsiders come in, Yoko Ono, all these fucking cunts, and then you don't know who to trust, But don't trust Shuli. He's literally human garbage. You don't have to trust me, but don't trust Shuli. Just you ask him right off the bat, and him like, what did people say? Oh, you're paranoid like Stuttering John, and you're like, click, bye.
Well, that honestly pissed me off because I'm not stupid. I know a lot of you guys have taken shots at me because
no, you basically invented this whole genre. So how are you stupid? And how is he gonna fucking fool you?
But why would he just be honest and go?
Because he's a lying snake. Howard Stern, his boss for 15 years, said Shuli's a lying snake.
Because all right, I just made it awkward with you, but you fought your way out of it and you explained and you were honest. That's fine. I like that. That's why I like you.
Thank you.
I do like you, Kevin, because you tell it like it is, and most of these guys don't tell it like it is. And all it took was one question to Shuli: did you crap on me to Anthony? And then he had to play this game of, oh, you're acting like Stuttering John now. I don't like that.
Typical Shuli, just he thinks he's smarter than people. It really is unbelievable.
But I didn't like that, and he was a totally different guy all day, being really, really nice. And I didn't have a problem going on his show because I truly felt I don't follow this stuff as much as you think I do, and I thought he would be the guy to talk about the dumb Stuttering John garbage that he pulled this week. I just thought it would be a good fit. That's all.
No, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, and you probably would have made money. But then my fans are like, I'm watching you from the beginning, and then my fans start giving you money. These are all my fans: Borgo and Vaping Dago and Furious.
They're my fans. No, they're my fans now.
Okay,
they're my fans. I'm bringing them over here now.
All righty, all righty then.
I'm trying to be cool, but the fact is, you crush it compared to me. So respect to you, Kevin. Respect.
Thank you. But can you loan us Ron the waiter maybe on a Monday?
Why'd you do that?
No, we thought it'd be funny.
Why'd you do that?
Watching that thing at Gephardt when he kept scratching his fucking forehead. We got to get this guy over with the bed bugs.
Well, I mean, but why didn't you write me and go, yo, I kind of want to put Ron on my show?
You fucking never respond.
I respond
for like 3 months straight. We didn't hear back from you
because I don't really want to be on these things. But I don't know. But I'm kind of having fun with you.
Opie, you would love it. You would love it. You don't have to do my show a lot. Just come over once in a while. You'll fucking love it. The fans are great. The fans, the O&A, old O&A fans that were great. These are the fans that we get. They're fucking great. They're hilarious. They sent you money today to not go on Shuli. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, tell them to take their money back.
And then even you saying, I need $100, and you guys said $99.99. And you're like, well, I'm not doing it. And then Borgo's like, here's 200, bitch. And you're like, all right.
Well, I couldn't. The deal was 100, and the guy gave me $99.99. That was perfect. He was a penny short, Kevin.
Yeah, but if you add up all, it was way over 100. And then Borgo came in and slam dunked it.
Yeah, you guys paid for my dog's haircut today. Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. Tell your dog you're welcome.
Yeah. How have you been?
Not doing as good as you. I don't have a fucking beach house.
I don't know about that, dude. You know the term cash poor?
Yeah, that's why we want you to do the show. Opie,
how much you make?
I can't tell you on air. You'd love it. You'd love it. It's funny. They want you back, but it's like, you got to come on my show. You can do the show from your house, but when you come over here, it's more fun for them. They can ask you all the O&A questions. It's like the same thing with Stuttering John. When he came back, he would come on. The fans would love it. They would troll him, but he would make money. And the same with you. You'll make money. Most of the fans here are probably Cumia fans, but they still respect to Opie and Anthony what you guys created for them.
Well, you're kind of doing my show right now, so I think I might owe you a favor now.
Right. So
Are
you
you
and Ron the waiter come over one day.
why are you
We
obsessed?
gotta make it. Yeah, we'll do it official. One day next week, or every other week, or every third week. It's not pressure on me.
What do you mean
but
every other? What do you mean every other week? Maybe one
just
and
come
done.
on whenever you can. Just come on.
How
The
much
fans
you
would
gonna
love
give?
it.
How much you gonna give me? How much?
Whatever we can negotiate off the air, on the air, but I can give you at least half of the super chats. And that's, I gave Stuttering John $3,000, so I'm sure I can give you $2,000, but I can give you, we could work it out, but it's not complicated. You definitely would do well here. You're doing well today. You're doing well today.
I fucking destroy. You're not
smiling. I can't even see anything. I'm on my phone. I can't even see what I look like. I can't see super chats. I can barely see you because it's getting dark out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside because it's getting dark. You're probably not happy because you can't see your super chats coming in right now.
You're not wrong.
Let me do my Kevin impression.
I know it's hacked. No, I like to take a picture, so then I can read it later. I at least see, because a lot of times it happens so fast I can't see who was funny, who sent a lot of money. So this way I can go back. It's like taping a set when I did stand up. I can always go back because I misremember how things went.
I feel bad I'm not reading these super chats. I mean, you guys are giving me some pocket money. You might have paid for my dog's haircut and gas money back to the city. Thanks.
You probably made 500 already, or maybe more than that. You got 300 in 2 super chats alone.
No, I all kidding aside, of course I appreciate it. Now I got to ask you a couple questions, then I'll let you go back to your thing. So, did you ever expect that you would explode with the live streaming?
Not really. No.
You were pissed off at Anthony because you weren't getting, you probably weren't getting much money over there, right?
It was more E-Rock. Listen. I'm gonna go, Anthony. I mean, you'll agree with me here. Anthony is just a funny guy, so it's hard to get. I mean, I'll speak for myself. It's hard to get really mad at the guy because he's just funny, and we've had a lot of laughs together. E-Rock, on the other hand, is a slimy, fat piece of Shuli. Like, he's the same kind of dude Shuli is, where he's like, he says one thing, and behind your back, he's talking other shit. And you probably know E-Rock. E-Rock was like your pal, and then as soon as you lost your job, he's like, "Fuck you," right?
More or less. I couldn't be more surprised that he works for Anthony because, I'll just leave it at that. I'm very, very surprised by that. And you're right, Anthony is very.
You were tighter with E-Rock than Anthony was, right?
Yeah, I was tight with E-Rock and Sam, and both those fuckers stabbed me in the back. It's fucking weird after a while, Kevin.
Well, it's not weird. They're trying to, they had to make money, but I mean, once you lost your job, you realize you really have no friends left, you know? You know that Sam, when Anthony got fired, Sam ran to this house and told me I need to get rid of Jimmy. And start cleaning. Wait, what is that? Sam did that, or E-Rock? I can't hear him now. He muted himself? Or somebody got to him?
You there?
Yeah.
My mic just went. I just ran out of batteries. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Right,
you lost me for a second.
So me and Sam were really close. And when Anthony blew himself up, I'm not going to allow Anthony to spin that crap. He was kind of off the rails for a while there. Sam ran to this house and basically told me that Jimmy's poison and you need to get the company to get rid of Jimmy and start fresh. So then to turn around and see these guys working together, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, but who did Sam want you to replace Jimmy with? Anybody or him?
That's a very good question. I don't know. Maybe him. He is pretty full of himself. He thinks he's better than he actually is. He's all right. I just said it recently. He's a good broadcaster, but he's not gonna have this anytime soon. He's not gonna have much of anything. He'll just squeak out a decent living in broadcasting, but he's nothing special.
Yeah, he'll never have a beach house, right?
Who, Sam?
Yeah.
No, God, no. Not even close.
That's how you judge it. You got to have a beach house.
Well, no, but these guys, they want to make stupid money and they want to be incredibly famous. And the fact is, neither one of those things is going to happen for Sam.
Listen, Jim and Sam was never. It's almost like when you compare Jim and Sam to Opie and Anthony, it's almost sad because Opie and Anthony was so great, and Jim and Sam is just trying to hold on to some of the fans. But that's
all it is.
It's nothing compared to Opie and Anthony. It's a boring regular show. And if it had no connection to Opie and Anthony, nobody would even give two shits about it.
It pisses me off, and Anthony should be pissed off as well. And I would assume if I know the Anthony that I kind of know, that he kind of is, because those guys are literally doing the Opie and Anthony show without Opie and without Anthony, and they didn't really change their tune much and make it their own at all. They're doing the exact same shit, bringing in the same exact comics.
Yeah, but it's a bad version. They don't want any. They don't bring it. It's just boring. They don't have any. There's no conflict. There's that. They don't like conflict. They think if they you guys both got fired for shit that you did off the air. So they're like,
right,
let's just play it safe. And if we just play it safe and don't make a lot of noise, we'll just keep our job. And that's what's happening. But nobody fucking listens to it. There's no passionate fans left.
Dude, there's no buzz. You got a bigger buzz than those guys, and you're not even on a real platform.
I got a fucking divider in my studio.
The divider, you got to get rid of the divider. All kidding aside.
All right, that's your only tip.
You're making good super chat money. Get rid of the divider.
I'm going to get a better divider.
Or get a curtain or something.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what they say, right?
Well, I'm glad we had this conversation. Anything else you want to ask? Because I don't know if I'll ever talk to you again.
Okay, Opie, seriously, thank you for what you did to Shuli. That made my month. It's only the first of the month, but that made my month because Shuli thinks he's so much smarter than everybody, and for you to just right away go, what a piece of shit. Because again, he was nice to you all day, and then as soon as you're like, hey, wait, I heard you were shitting on me with Kumia, and he's like, what did you? I was shitting on you with Kumia. You're like, yeah, and he's like, oh, well, wow, you sound like, he's just such a fucking hack. Well, you sound like Stuttering John now. Okay.
Yeah, but that's been my whole career. I confront people right to their face. I don't start fake accounts and talk behind their back. I'll take it right to you. The same with Luis Gomez. Like, he was talking crap about me when he was, doing stuff with Anthony, and he admitted it to me. He goes, yeah, you get, when you work at Compound Media and you're around Anthony, you get the feeling that, you could get into his good graces a little better if you trash you. He admitted it to me, and we got through it. But Shuli's like, oh my God, you're sounding like Stuttering John. That's like, what the F, dude?
Yeah, typical Shuli. He's smarter than everybody. He's got what Opie? Like I said, you're a king compared to these Shuli. Shuli's a nothing. He was on the Howard Stern show 15 years. Nobody knows who the fuck he is except his relationship with Stuttering John. That's all anybody cares about. Nobody cares about Shuli. They care about Shuli and Stuttering John. So he's a nothing. You're a legend. And so it's fucking ridiculous that he thinks he's gonna like outsmart you or he's better at radio than you. What a fucking joke.
And that was just an opening line. I had no problem.
Right, it was great. It was great. It reminded me why everyone loved the show. Because people say Kumia doesn't like confrontation, but you love them. That's why the show. Another reason why the show was so fucking good, because you would bring up shit right away to make everybody uncomfortable. But it was for great radio, just like you and Shuli. You confronting Shuli right away was fucking great.
That's I've done that my whole life, and it wasn't gonna be the showstopper. It was gonna be, here's your opportunity to come clean, tell me what you said about me. If you didn't say anything, fine, but let's get through it. Why'd you say this? And then I would have moved on, because this shit don't mean nothing to me anymore.
Right.
And the fact is, me and Anthony were so great because we both brought some special things to that show. Of course we did. Of course. Right. Could your fans give me like $50 more because I want to get sushi tonight?
Yeah, they will.
No.
They will. I know they will. They're good people.
They will.
All right, buddy.
All right. Man, this was good, but I'm freezing my ass off. So
yeah. All right, we'll talk up there.
Oh, wait, I want to ask you one. I do want to ask you one thing, because I am going to move on from this garbage. What is the Stuttering John thing all about? Because that's what I was going to ask Shuli, so I might as well ask you real fast.
I mean, you'd have to ask Stuttering John, but really, what it comes down to is like he likes the attention. He gets a lot of negative attention, but he just thinks if he gets attention, he's winning. So they give him attention. A lot of 90% of the fans don't like Stuttering John, so they pile on Carl and Shuli. They basically do every show about Stuttering John because a lot of people don't like him. Most people don't like him, so they like to watch Stuttering John. It's stupid, but it seems to be working for them. I won't get into it because I don't really know Stuttering John like they did, and I don't like to do clip shows where you watch somebody else. Like we do it with you, with Gephardt, and as a goof, because somebody said in the chat a couple of weeks ago, Opie's live at Gephardt, so we watched, and it was fun. But I'm not going to watch Stuttering John. I'm not going to do 5. I mean, Shuli does 5-6 days a week on watching Stuttering John clips. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Right. Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah, because I'm moving on from the stutter. I don't care.
No, don't move on. Just the fans. Listen, it is what it is. You come on here, you make money. The fans like it. It's controversial. You know, you're back on the scene, and you know, it's better than fucking. It's better. Listen. You'll see how much money you made today, and you'll be like, you know what, Brennan, maybe Brennan's right. Maybe there is some money to be made, a couple of laughs to be had doing this.
It's all about the laughs.
Let's do it for the kids.
Let's do some laughs.
Let's get some laughs going.
Let's go shopping and get you a better backdrop. And why do you got beige? Beige stinks.
Oh, come on. I'm going to hang up on you now. Don't ask me who are you fucking Patrick Melton, you're going to make fun of my refrigerator magnets? I couldn't spit that out. Anyway, a lot of people, that's all they do. They go, hey, what's with that thing in your back? I'm like, I got to fix it, but I got to move before I fix it. So, but you know, I got kids. You got kids. You know, moving's a fucking pain in the ass.
I got $15 for sushi. That's one roll. Thank you very much, Gustav. Let me guess. He's one of your guys.
He absolutely is. The great Gustav.
No, Gustav's going to be one of my guys. You watch.
You're going to take all my guys?
I'm going to take a few of your guys.
You sound like Stuttering John now.
See, I would have, whatever. That was
all right, buddy. All right, go get some sushi. Go inside.
Why are you blowing me off now? This is going well.
I thought you said you had one more question, and you said you're cold and you're outside.
Yeah, but I want to know why you're in a hotel room with beige behind you.
It's my apartment. I got it. I didn't know I was going to create a fucking studio out of this apartment. We used to not do these shows. I used to go to the studio. I never did shows from here. And then with pandemic, and then with the live stream, this is how you do them. So I got to move to get a better fucking studio.
All right, my super fan Gustav just gave me $35. My super fan.
He tried to get Ray DeVito. You don't know who Ray DeVito is. He tried to get Ray DeVito an apartment, and Ray was like, "No, thank you, Gustav." I mean, these people are.
All right, I got. Why is everyone obsessed with Ray DeVito? Let's get some of this shit out.
Or no, he's like, you know, when you had Rich Voss, you would have him on the show. It's like people weren't obsessed with him, but he was a good whipping boy. He's a good punchline guy.
Well, Voss was a little more than that. I'm not.
I mean, listen, but.
You can't compare.
Watch the clip of when Voss is there and somebody stole his password to Twitter and stuff.
Oh, well, you're right. You're right.
I mean, Voss is an idiot, pretending to be not an idiot, and he's basically O&A punchline. So
can I put you in the hot seat for like 2 minutes, and then we'll definitely leave, and then I will go on your show. I have to now.
All right.
You did me a favor today, you son of a bitch. You figured out a way to get me to do this.
I trust my instincts, Opie.
But you figured a way. I don't like that. I don't like
what you mean today or in general?
Well, I don't mind the super chat money. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the Shuli saying I sound like Stuttering John, that was like, oh no, we ain't we're not doing that.
And that's a serious insult coming from Shuli because they think Stuttering John is the lowest of the low.
All right, I'm putting you in the hot seat. This will be good. People will clip this shit. What's your thoughts on Chad Zumach to this right now today?
Come
on,
tough one.
Well,
Chad, you know, listen, I've had Chad's like, you know, Chad said people compare me to Walter White and Chad's Pinkman. So we have a very complicated fucking relationship. It's most of the time it's not good. That's how what it comes down to. You know, Chad comes in and out of this show in this world based a lot of times just randomly. There's no like, I'm gonna get Chad back on for this reason. Like the last time he came back was because I thought Shuli was fucking with him, and I hate Shuli, so I want to get Chad's take on that. And then all of a sudden Chad came back and he was okay. And then, you know, plus Chad's always gonna, you know, as far as pro wrestling, Chad's like the ultimate heel. Everybody hates him, but they're entertained when he shows up. Even though I get emails all the time, people are like, Chad's a piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, but you're writing an email. You took the time to write a long email about what a piece of shit he is. So as far as the pro wrestling angle, he does create interest.
You guys are fun to watch, to be totally honest with you. So, all right. Who's the Melton guy? And what's your thoughts on him?
His show's called Nobody.
Is he the Onion guy?
Nobody likes Onion. Yeah, Melton is entertaining. He's basically, when you get down to, he's an asshole, but he is an entertaining asshole. So I have my own problems with him, but like I still watch his show because I find it entertaining.
All right. What about the Carl guy in Rochester? And let the record show I've never clicked on any of his garbage.
Yeah, he's better than Shuli at what he does, but he's still a like duplicitous piece of shit when you get right down to it.
Isn't he just doing Jocktober?
Exactly. He admits it, but then he thinks he's a genius.
Well, then why is he taking shots at the guy that invented Jocktober? Right.
But he'll be thrilled that you're talking about him.
I've never clicked on your stuff, Carl. Sorry, not.
But he worships O&A. He literally worshipped your show. So
well, then how about he gives a little respect to me. I'm just fooling around. I'm not even trying to do anything. That's what's so funny with these people. I'm not even trying to do anything. I'm just trying to have some fun. Oh, by the way, I took Mr. Panhandler from you. Is that all right? Is he one of your guys?
He is.
Not anymore.
He's one of my top guys. I feel like Tony Sobrano, taking my top guy.
I have to. I mean, now I'm in the dark, unfortunately, but you got Beige. I got an Ocean. I'm taking these people. Did we talk? And where's your thoughts on Anthony these days?
You know, I wish him well. Listen, I did a lot of shows with Anthony. So listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anthony is pound for pound the funniest guy I've ever been around. Like, you know, I was best friends with Dave Attell for like 10, 15 years. Attell's a comedy genius. Like literally, I've seen so many shows, stand-up shows that Attell's done where I'm like, just blew my mind. But I would say Cumia, you know, when you factor in like the Tony Soprano, the Dice Clay impressions, pound for pound, the funniest guy I've ever been around.
We back in the day, and I wish Anthony nothing but the best. I really don't want to do much with him at all, but you know, he went through some major shit, and I wish him nothing but the best. I really do. Back in the day, we were really trying to push him into getting into stand-up. Imagine if he did the stand-up like 20 years ago, how great he would be at that.
Yeah.
And you're right.
He did some with the Compound Media stand-up shows, and he was always good. But
I'm sure he was all right. But I mean, if he like really put in the work and did it from the get-go, he would be one of the biggest fucking comedians out there.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, it's hard when you guys doing a full-time job to dedicate yourself to stand-up because you're already making a shit ton of money. I mean, most like Norton started as a stand-up, so if you know what I mean. So so you already did all the reps as a stand-up, and now he's on your show. So it's easier for him to just keep doing it, where you guys are working like all those hours doing your show. So it's hard to dedicate all that. It would have been hard to dedicate all that time to stand up anyway.
And Norton's career is on fire, bro. On fire.
I asked him to come on as Chip Chipperson, and he was like, "Why do you want Chip?"
Well, what do you think?
No, I think Chip's hilarious. So I knew the fans would go nuts if Chip was on the show.
Chip was hilarious in small doses, and then he started obsessing about it, and then it had to be part of everything we were doing. It was just annoying in the end.
Yeah, but he basically retired him now. He does them as cameo now.
Right.
I see you're still. These are your super chats or mine?
Philly Frank 5's been with me since day one.
I know that. I literally know Philly Frank 5 and his wife. I met them in Atlantic City. He's not yours. He's mine.
No. Philly Frank 5's been with me from day one. from my window.
Billy Frank's fine. It'd be funny if all these guys fucking jumped over to your show now.
They're not, but I owe you a favor. I'm going to go on your show.
All right, buddy.
We'll continue this. But Kevin, thank you, brother. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Like I kind of am annoyed that you didn't do my, especially the last version of my show more. You did a bunch of fucking days though.
What are you talking about? Ad serious?
Yeah.
I tried to get on more. I remember that time you wouldn't even let me on, and then I had to say, and then I said I need to use the bathroom. So I was trying to get on more, and you wouldn't let me on, and then I'd be like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I just come up and take a shit or take a piss? And you're like, are you really here? I'm like, yeah. And then you'd be like, all right, once you take a piss, come on in.
I'm telling you, I regret it. We accept my apology?
And I think that was the same day the Jerry Cooney thing, which was like classic. I mean, that was one of the funniest moments I ever had on your show.
Well, it's funny you should say that, and I'll end with this with a quick plug. I started a second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and it's like a clip show of all the hilarious moments.
Yeah,
especially on my podcast. And episode 7 is out today, and that clip is on there.
Yeah, it's a classic, folks. It's also on my YouTube channel because it was so funny. I clipped it.
You took it from my YouTube channel?
No, it's been there for years. I've had it.
I'm gonna get my people on your YouTube channel now.
Oh,
I ain't doing shit, and you know that.
E-Rock's gonna come. I don't even know who your people are now.
I don't have people. It's better
so funny that E-Rock turned on you and Sam and all these guys. They're all such fucking snakes.
Thank you. I hired all of them, Kevin.
I know you made them all, and they're all turned on you as soon as it was convenient.
I took Anthony from a dead end job. I was the one that said, yeah, bring Jim Norton on. He was just middling as a New Jersey comic. I met E-Rock on the side of a highway in Florida. He was a super fan. Sam was an intern and he was going back to college, and I was the one that went, well, no. He goes, well, I guess this is it for my. I go, no, why don't you come back? When you're back in the area, I'd like to have you around. I did.
Yeah, didn't he take Garrett's job? E-Rock took Garrett's job.
Yeah, I kind of feel. Yeah, I mean, Garrett's
great at his job. I don't know how he was with you guys, but he's great at Kumi and Compound Media.
I like Garrett a lot. I don't know what he thinks of me these days, and that's fine. But we called him Stinky back in the day. He's a good dude. Good dude. So, all right.
Have your people talk to my people. We'll set up a date,
bro. I wasn't wrong with the Shuli thing, right? When he said
you're 100% on point. 100% on point. And also, if you can't do the show, send Ron the waiter.
You son of a bitch.
All right, buddy. I'm signing off.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
Have a good night. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Now I need a beer. Ugh. I got like a floating head out here. All right, I got to go, guys. Thank you very much. I think we did it. All kidding aside, thanks to the MLC podcast fans. They bought my Christmas tree. They paid for my dog's haircut. They paid for the gas and tolls to go out here for the day and back to New York. They paid for my sushi. So thank you. All right. I'm going to go now. All right. Well, this was weird. Shuli, man. No bueno, for real. That wasn't like a showstopper. Heard some things and wanted to go right to the source and ask you. And then to pull the you're sounding like Stuttering John. I've been doing this for way too long. That was not cool. Not cool at all.